Good great morning to you, my people. It's your girl Key. It is, it's well after 8. I woke up at 8 today, so meditation will be taking place in about the next 5 minutes, just as I get yourself together. How are you doing? How is lockdown treating you? You know what? I'd be fine if I was doing this on my method. It's some of the other people you live with that just make life unnecessarily difficult. Give me a like, give me a heart if you're out there and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I think for me, things like meditation is something that I'm going to need more and more and more of to help me to get through as, as we all adjust to this normal. So how about you? How's it going? How are you doing? How are you getting on with this new found reality that we all are finding ourselves in? It's far from easy. Anyhow, as you may or may not know, I have a Stay Sane campaign that I just created off the cuff because I'm a child of the creator and creating comes pretty naturally to me. So if you check the link there, I'll pin the comment and you can get my 30 tips. So feel free to have a look. As ever, your girl Key is here for you. I'm happy to be of assistance should you need any help or tips, or even if you just need to vent, because being able to vent and get things off your chest is particularly important at this current time in human history. We are in unprecedented times of stress and having to adapt to new normals. Father figure for children, big up yourself. How are you doing? Have you got any tips about how to manage teenagers? Well, teenagers at this particular time, because they can be very, it's not everybody, but, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's finding it challenging, because it's just a difficult situation as it is, and what we all need is compliance. So, happy to take any tips that you might have. No one knows it all, and if they do, they got a problem. You might call that the God complex. So I'm here. I am about to do meditation, and the more I do meditation is, I found myself saying the other day, I wish I could live in meditation. I wish I could live there. Anyhow, it's your girl Key. I am a psychotherapist. I'm in private practice and I help people. My specialism is intimate relationships. Intimate relationships absolutely fascinate me. And, I've been focused on the Stay Sane campaign, but what I also realize is sometimes it's nice to also talk about some of the old stuff too. So if you go onto my Key for Change page, you'll also notice that some of my old videos, I'm circulating them as well, because, I'm sure some of us are still having our challenges with our intimate relationships, especially as some of us might be feeling incredibly disappointed with the person that we love. Or I posed a question today on my Facebook, which was, has your children's father, for all the single women out there, asking whether they're single fathers, whether the fathers have supported them, sent supplies for their children. And the people who have responded thus far have said no. So, very interesting times, that reveals a great deal about all of us. Anyhow, I don't want to wax lyrical, but just want you to know that I am here for you. Between 8 and 9, I will be doing morning meditation. It's best to give a range. Don't want to put myself under too much stress, because that's not helpful, because we all have our stresses. But what I want to thank people for is, hey, Dimps, I want to thank people for giving me purpose, for inboxing me, because, feeling of value and purpose is incredibly important at this time. And I do believe I am here to be of service to the people. So I'm here to take your questions about coping, your mental health in this particular time. My sister sent me a government guideline about mental health at this current time, which I thought was interesting, and I had a read. And it basically says what I'd said from day one. And I thought, what a catastrophe that, you know, how many weeks in we're finally getting a I don't know, an outline of how to look after your mental health from the government. Joking, because if people didn't quite quickly work out that they're going to be in stress and need to develop coping strategies, then they'd have succumbed by now. How are you doing? How is your mental health doing? How is your well-being? It's okay to vent. Remember, as I said in one of my videos last week, you can catch my videos on my Key for Change page, but also do consider joining my Stay Sane Facebook group. Like, walking it off. If you need to venting outside the house is really helpful. I find that helpful. I put my headphones on and I just bop. Yesterday I had 3,000 steps on my Fitbit, and by the time I finished and was deep in conversation, I was at 12. So clearly that is working for me. Anybody find themselves off of food or things at the moment? I usually drink coffee day in, day out, day in, day out, and I just can't find myself having caffeine anymore. Hey Dimps, how are you doing? How are you doing? I think it's I know it is. It's Dimps from school, so well done. How are you doing? I remember the last time I saw you, you were at the airport. So I don't know if you're still there, but it's challenging times. In addition, you know, yesterday I also sat and did my finances, because the first of the month is upon us. And you know what? I reevaluated my finances, and I just thought to myself, you know what? That needs to go. Unsubscribe. Stop paying for that. I'm not making the full use of it. So obviously it's challenging times. Some people will not even be being paid at the end of the month. Some people have just been cut from their jobs, like, bam. But it is also a good time to start to think about your finances, what direct debits you have, what might need to go, what might be a luxury, and actually what is just a nice to have, but actually it's not essential. It's really not essential. So, you know, I'm all about trying to make a difficult situation purposeful. I'm about trying to find meaning in adversity. And one of the reasons I do that is because I worked in prison for 8 years. I know a fair amount about lockdown, and I know a fair amount about the people who survive and the people who break under the strain. One of the factors that means people break under the strain is not having purpose and not channeling your energy into something productive. So my people, I don't care what it is, find something to channel yourself into that is productive. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is I bought this. It's called The Artist Way. It's a creative book, and it's something that people have told me to read for years. A course in discovering and recovering your creative self. I don't have no problems with my creativity. Sometimes I'm too damn creative. But I really look forward to giving that some time, as it's also going to be beneficial to my clients. So at least when I'm recommending it, I'll come from a place of knowing, not just I know that would be good from you, but I'll be coming from a place of experience. I'm about to set up Deepak Shakora's meditation. I keep saying yoga meditation. And then after that, I'm going to be going to do some exercise with, is it Joe Wicks? Joe Wicks. I'm going to do that. I'm going to film that. That's because it's giving me structure in the morning. So we have structure in the morning, and then we get up to lunch. That's what I'm focusing on. I'm encouraging all my clients, focus on planning your day around meal times. We can't be planning into the future because we don't know what that looks like at the current time. But if we could just plan day by day, that is going to be helpful. It's called chunking down. When your girl Key did her degree, I remember like thinking, I can't do that. 4 years, like my degree was 4 years. I was like, 4 years, that was they were just seemed forever. But what I did was focused on getting through each semester. So if I could get from September to December, that was the first semester, and so on and so forth. And that was how I completed my 4-year degree. I didn't think about the big picture. I didn't think about the end. I just chunked right down. So chunking right down is going to be especially important for us. We can't make plans at the current time. So why not use that energy to plan out our day? I know peeps. But it's survival mode. So planning our day is going to be especially important, as it gives us a sense of power. It's your girl Key. I'm going to set up the meditation and I'll be back in 5. Do take care, and if you've got any questions, queries, or if you need to vent, you know, feel free, inbox me, let's set up a call. I'm here to be of service to the people because that is my purpose and duty on God's great earth. Do take care, and I'll see you on the other side.